Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Lost in Chaos Scar, Season 3, Episode 35. What a lovely morning. This is one of our Pokemon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or stories and creatures in alternate realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io, so go take a look at it and let us know what you think. For now, though, we will get to introductions, beginning with Enja.
Hello and good day, everyone. I am Menjalu Moraes, and I will be your storyteller for this evening. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all manner of events that will be befalling our players today, starting with Rex Strider.
Hi, I am Rex Strider. I'll be playing a fire water type Crocodile named Chomper. I'm gonna pass it off to Raharu.
Hello, everybody. I'm Raharu, and I'll be playing Paz, the solo water type Sobble. On to you, Sim.
Hello, everybody. I am Razim, and I am playing as Squirrel, the dragon fighting type Riolu. And off to Vane.
Hello, I'm Taldiris, and I'll be playing Vane, the dark flying type Murkrow, who is having a totally normal, average, lovely morning.
Yeah.
Alright, we are joined today by Conrad doing art on the stream. He is available for commission. You can go get his details over at zgf.art. Just message me and get that going. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and move to the recap. Go for it, Rex.
I did it last time. It's someone else's turn, right? Did I do it last time?
I don't even know if you did it last time or not.
I remember doing it last time.
I mean, I can do it if Rick really doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, I've already did it last time. I did a kind of a poor job last time too, by the way. I needed a lot of help. I can help with the recap of that beginning part. That was all me. If that helps.
I was about to say, yeah, it's probably...
Just go for it, Raharu.
In that case,
Just go
basically,
for it, Raharu.
I went through and got to the... Oh.
Okay, so we were starting off the session with I believe it was Chomper waking up.
Go for
And
the ice, boo. Go
he
for
was
the ice. Rusk!
he was kind of feeling sorry a bit after the party was coming back from the whole team with Demir's execution, and he was actually kind of feeling some form of regret in that regard. He ended up going to Sigmund to talk about it, and well, Sigmund ended up doing Chomper a favor by taking him to some secret part of his non-Euclidean house and got him to a chamber where he basically ended up summoning Demir back into the living realm somehow. And what ended up transpiring was a bit of a conversation of Chomper basically trying to see what this whole Demir was about, and he ended up finding that Demir is basically was basically a piece of crap Pokemon. He had no remorse for anything that he did, and he was only sorry that he didn't do it better. And Chomper was rather upset when hearing him say that. He actually ended up saying to the mirror that he hates him, and whatchamacallit, he kind of reminds him of himself when he was in a really bad place back in his own world.
Yep. That was a whole storyline. Chomper actually delved and pulled out a parasite memory of a dark part of his past where he basically went to get revenge for his brother who got killed by a mafia boss. But in doing so, he accidentally shot someone else, the mafia's son, and that's as far as he remembers. But he knows what it feels like to basically put yourself or the idea of revenge or vengeance over everything, even if it was where you could hurt somebody by accident, even. But it, yeah. Also, he pulled a Ghost Rider on Demir.
Yeah, by basically using his heart sense in reverse and basically pointing his headphones towards him.
He had him pointed at himself too. Him and them, they connected with that. So they were both feeling a lot of the negative emotions that they maybe repress or hold back, and of others that they hurt.
Yeah. And how did that scene end? Actually.
Basically, it left Demir in a state where he was just basically head to the desk. He was not saying anything. It was pretty much kind of implied that he was pretty much feeling all of that guilt. And Chomper left him with saying that he was sorry that he couldn't have helped him sooner. And he does wish him peace in his next life, as it is too late for him. But he still tries to wish him peace.
Yeah.
And he got a deep talk later card from a certain fox.
that almost got revoked immediately, but he still kept it.
And that's when
Yeah.
Raid and Kaza arrived, and more things happened.
Yeah, Wade and Kaza arrived, and we were coming in to see Chomper, but Wade also wanted to go to Sigmund's house, and even though Chomper was rather exhausted after his encounter with the mirror, he decided to come with us. And what Wade wanted to do is basically ask Sigmund for a room to have a private conversation with. And Chomper again ended up going with us, and Sigmund remained there to supervise. So it was the four of them in, I believe, Sigmund's study, because there was a bunch of books over there that seemed to be, at a glance, related to the gods.
He did also later say, "Get out of my study."
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. The conversation kind of started with Wade asking Kaza how he was feeling lately, and if there was anything bothering him. And once Kaza tried to obfuscate the issue, Wade asked him, "Is there anything that you felt like it bothered you before that is still bothering you right now, or something along those lines?"
I loved how pedantic he was. This is definitely Vane's boyfriend.
Yeah. And well, that conversation kind of evolved in Kaza basically kind of self-admitting that he was very much upset about with Chomper about quite a few things, but it's mainly that Chomper has been kind of tone deaf when it comes to trying to be friends with Kaza. And once that conversation started, it went for a while with Chomper basically apologizing to Kaza about many things. And I do believe that things ended up well in that regard, more or less.
Yeah, a lot of sad, dark moments with that. With Kaza pretty much admitting that he finds the idea of somebody murdering from very much a little bit more okay from the fact that at least somebody gave him attention, and he wasn't getting attention from his friends or others. So he kind of let that be a good thing because of that too.
Yeah. Oh, I hadn't gotten to there now, but yeah, I was going to talk about that because after the conversation regarding Chomper, that Wade pretty much just kind of started and just observed for the most part. He then began speaking about his suspicions regarding that Vane maybe have been the one that murdered Team Ace. I believe at least they were the team with Diego on it. The Piotr that was the Piotr that was a bully to Kaza back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was pretty much a back and forth conversation of Wade talking talking and telling his suspicious of in this regard to Kaza, and Kaza kind of responding in how would you describe his responses, DG?
I'd call them careful and icy.
Yeah, he was.
Also,
He
we
was.
have, I was going to say we have the Gimund, so we should also probably have him do his intro.
Yeah, go ahead, Gimund or Pyro.
A generous bestowal.
Gimund _ tipped $10. Hi, I'm Gimund, playing Pyroclast. The sometimes ghost, sometimes dark fire chameleon. Currently he is
Cute.
ghost/fire, intro traditions.
Thank you for the tip, but I do need you to say it on voice.
Be fair, I was just being silly.
That is the first tier of the tip goal completed, though.
Hi, I'm Gimund, and I'm playing Pyroclast, the sometimes ghost, sometimes dark fire chameleon. Currently is Ghost Fire. Back to the recap.
Yeah, Kaza was pretty much very defensive towards any accusation that was given towards Vane, because of course he would be. He is his boyfriend after all. But any opportunity or suspicion that Wade had, Kaza pretty much had some sort of counter to it, unless he just said, "I see." And well, the conversation went on for quite a while, and it was about to end, but Wade had one more thing to say to Kaza in this whole regard. It was kind of a bit that it was a bit of a thing that ended up kind of swaying the tide when it came to Kaza actually being helpful in this regard, and Wade ended up showing Kaza the fact that somebody had given Wade that magical diary that pretty much as self updates and shows that the stuff that the party does. And from that, Wade kind of found out that while the diary itself doesn't say that Vane outright killed Team Ace, because the stuff the stuff about that seems to have been redacted. What it does say is some very incriminating circumstances of Vane basically stalking the team right before the whole their whole deaths happen.
Hmm.
Yeah, and after that, we kind of had to make a bit of both me and both Wade and Chomper needed to make a bit of a roll that I imagine was kind of difficult, but we ended up getting a 13 together with it. And Kaza ended up basically telling us that yes, Vane did it, and it was confided in him that he was confided in Kaza by Vane that he did it, which ended up giving Wade a bit of relief, but it ended up giving Chomper a bit of a bug in his stomach, because now he actually knows that it was him. Yeah, and then Sigmund kicked us out of his study.
It was always going to end like that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that regardless of the actual contents, it would have been, oh, you're done, get out of my study.
Yeah. What we were actually don't know, Kaza was kind of upset, but he was honestly, I think the conversation ended up with a very favorable outcome on this consider. And after that, I believe the day was finally over.
No, because Pyro and Squirrel had a bit of a talk.
Yeah. What did Squirrel and Pyro talked about, actually?
I think it was mostly about
It was like Etra-related things.
yeah, and telling Squirrel about some of the places on Etra, and specifically the Skyforge caverns.
And Squirrel wanting to go to the place where it sounded like there was a bunch of screaming. You know, as one does.
Yeah.
He wants to investigate.
Yeah. That's fair. And then the day was over. And I believe
Big thing with Vane.
yeah, the thing with Vane, that I believe you ended up visiting Team Alien's room, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and you talked with Tela for a bit, and then
No, it was Rallus, and then Rallus grabbed Zarok, and yeah, basically, Vane had pre-made plans with Rallus to take him there ahead of time because he wanted to grab out a bunch of different flowers for Kaza, because Kaza basically did the thing where I want something and then immediately backed out of it when someone else inquired.
Fair enough.
So he wanted Rallus to take him there a bit early, so that way he could get the flowers before Kaza was even awake and just have them ready.
Yeah. So what you may call it, Bane got taken. Bane got taken over there by Rallus.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Bane had a bit of a conversation with Bien at the library before he actually began to gather the flowers.
No.
No.
He told Rallus to go talk to Bien.
Oh, right. He was allowed to talk to Bien, and that I believe it was said that if mood begins begin happening sometime while he's away, then something wrong happened or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Basically, like, oh hey, there's like, you know, an assassin after us, but I'm gonna stay within line of sight of the library, and if moves start going out, then that means, like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Vane began picking the flowers, and ended up finding.
I was gonna say, and nothing bad happened.
Yeah, and nothing bad happened. In reality, though, he ended up finding somebody else that seemed to have also been picking flower, and it was a Togekiss that Vane kind of found rather sus. It was kind of it was a bit of innocuous interactions for a bit, since the Togekiss decided to engage with Vane a few times. Then he left. Then he came back. Then he went to try and find the actual flower that he for some reason couldn't find. And for some reason, some flowers inside of his basket were char the moment he came back.
There was a bunch of ash.
Yeah, it was a bunch of ash inside of the basket. And then all of a sudden, Bane got attacked by the Togekiss, and then a fight ensued where the two of them could not read each other.
Couldn't read each other for the life of them.
Yeah.
Yep. Still
I mean, quite literally for the life of them. I mean, you know.
Yeah. And well, It was a very back and forth fight with the Togekiss getting a few hits, and then Bang taking a bit of a beating, and then deciding that he needed to head back to the library, and also he took off his goggles because it was basically a life or death situation at the moment. He wasn't messing around.
Yep.
He ended up at some point. He ended up trying to fool the Togekiss by sending his shadow towards another place while he was dashing towards the library, and then set up an ambush where he unleashed quite the powerful Fury move against the Togekiss that did ended up dropping its HP to quite low, into the negatives actually, but not enough to kill. So the Togekiss was pissed, and the last thing that happened was Vane smelling the smell of sugar.
Yep. Although, also, a bit of a spoiler alert there, Vane actually wasn't planning on retreating at all. He just wanted the Togekiss to follow after him.
Fair. Well,
Vane
yeah,
was
that's
being
recap.
helped by two different former donations. Since the ambush was almost successful, but the shadow made him drop faster than usual.
The shadow yanked him out of the way a little bit.
And he was properly invisible in those flowers. But yes, the Togekiss is mad. But he is also not dead.
No big surprise.
The two worst things for Vane right now. Mad and not dead.
Indeed.
He could be mad and dead. That'd be pretty good for Vane. You there, Digi?
Yep, I am. So,
just all the recap.
Was I asked a question?
Oh, no, it's just that we were kind of waiting on you to actually start things.
All right, I'm sorry.
So we were just like waiting, and then you're just not talking. I'm just like, did he get pulled away?
Well then, I'm going to make the executive decision. Hey gang, what's everyone else up to right now?
Have what? What are we doing?
How's everyone else's
early in the
mornings
day,
going?
but I assume other people are getting up. We're cutting away from that.
Oh, the fight between yeah, fair. I say we start with Squirrel. Let's have Squirrel wake up and see what they're doing. They didn't really have too many things last game.
So, just a question, okay? So this is something that basically Bane did at the crack of dawn before anybody else was awake, just not in the middle of the night.
Yeah, this is at like dawn.
Okay, that makes sense.
Effectively, he was leaving like maybe 15 minutes to half an hour earlier or so.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Well, so yeah. What I guess we can start with Squirrel, yeah.
Well, for Squirrel's part, he's headed to school.
All right. He's got classes to take.
Yes.
Squirrels going through their own isekai, school episode.
Isekai?
Yeah,
I guess we technically are an isekai, effectively.
yeah. They got
I
the
guess, yeah.
legit school experience from the isekai.
True enough.
It's a good place to practice many things.
So, yeah. I don't know what the classes are going to look like, but that's where he's headed.
Well, let's see. I believe that with your skill level, the classes were explained as once you've mastered the class, you can basically graduate from it early, yes?
Yes. Or at least that he's got to demonstrate that he knows what he's doing with it.
Alright. Your first class would be Introduction to Metallurgy.
Metal.
And explaining the different schools of it.
Alrighty. I'm not sure where to go with this. I guess we can just do a roll. I mean, he's been reading the books, so...
I mean, yeah. With reading the books, you would be able to roll your... I'd say this one is an academics check with 3 additional dice. But some specialties may apply. Because remember, specialties are not always tied exclusively to that skill.
I know you were explaining for the chat and such, but I'm just like... Yeah, I wrote it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's just explaining for the benefit of the chat and anyone else.
Yeah.
Figured it out. Good job.
Alright.
I'm just saying that there are some general specialties that people can take that could be useful in many circumstances, even if the direct skill isn't being used. It's a playtest system.
Hey, did you know you could play Scar yourselves, everybody? Go check it out on the Discord.
To be fair, it is actually like an intended mechanic, instead of it just being like a playtest thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, as far as the specialties go, the only one that I could see being applicable would be blacksmith. Because I don't think blueprint scribing would help, nor would locksmith. Well, maybe locksmith? But either way, that would be up to you on what you would approve.
I imagine that it didn't take Squirrel long to tear through the contents of the book.
Probably not. I mean, it was all he was doing for many, many, many hours.
Correct. And since each book themselves is not particularly sizable, since they are covering the topics of one class that you can graduate from, but like, there is enough detail.
And he's had a lot of studying on all of this before as well. So, What bonuses should I go with other than the 3 dice, if any?
Let's see. The books would give you 3. Your specialty, I believe, will give you an additional dice.
Nice.
Alrighty. I'm good with the 7. Actually, I'll sell the 1. Just cuz. That is mind and innovative.
Just cuz? Well, it seems like you had some just cause to do that.
Aha. Splendid. Splendid. Well played.
I'm glad that you guys are having fun over there.
Well, this is a more foundational course. So I think a 7 is plenty to pass, knowing
It's a
that you
9.
know how to. Sorry, 9 is more than sufficient to pass this class, as you demonstrate your knowledge of how to identify the different types of metal, how to determine their purity, and general methods on how they are to be extracted, as well as identifying the others, or what differentiates the different classes, such as silversmithing, goldsmithing, and blacksmithing, and that technically armorsmithing is a different field.
Okay, good to know.
Following this, Forge Fundamentals. Another foundational class. But this one might be a little bit surprising, since it actually goes over the construction of making your own forge.
He is very interested in this subject, considering he has already destroyed one forge, and has had problems trying to find forges to use. Maybe a portable forge.
That would be pretty sick.
But he will not spend his
Pop
life
that.
savings on that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Just so that way everyone else is in on the joke, in a different game, someone bought a portable backpack forge that they could take with them and spent their entire life savings on it.
Oh, okay. I see.
Well, every last gold they had, basically.
I see.
I don't think he's turning into Argus at all.
Yeah, he hasn't
Wasn't
spent his
thinking
life
that.
savings on a forge yet.
Yeah.
And he's actually done stuff with his forge.
That too.
Yep.
Anyways, another roll there, Enja?
By all means, this would be a craft check.
Ooh. Same
Oh,
bonus
you're-
as otherwise?
Yes.
Alrighty. In that case, I am adding 3 dice.
It is a little interesting learning about the stone rings, heat containment, venting, and a lot of fire safety and temperature regulation. But you have torn through the book, I assume.
Yeah.
But
also,
now,
those 6s.
theoretically, you know how to make a forge.
Those 6s are so tempting to vigor, but I know an 8 is good enough. Should be more than good enough. Probably, anyways. But man, there's so many of them.
You're taking a 101 class.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's just the fact that it's 6s. You know, there's like 5 of them there.
Yeah. And I'm just reminding you, you're taking a 101 class.
I know. But there's so many of them. They call to be boosted.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe if you ace the class, there'll be a bonus.
That-
Oh, now you're just tempting him.
Now this is definitely
No,
sounding more and more like
I'm
Persona.
sticking with it.
Optimization, your classes. Scum save it.
I will stick. I have already written it in. It's an 8.
Understandable. Congratulations, you have graduated 2 of your 101 classes.
Congrats, squirrel graduated.
Congratulations, you won.
You are winner.
The winner is you.
Are you hallucinating a jerk?
Hilarious. Alright. The following class is Smelting and Ore Purification. Now you're getting the raw ore and turning it into bars. But, technically you've already done this over in Ikana.
And here.
And here.
And I think he did it in, not Blue Light, but the one before it. Or was it in
Uh-huh.
Blue Light?
I don't think it was
Hamoa.
in Hamoa. I don't think we did any smithing things in Hamoa. Because we didn't even... Did we even, like... Yeah, I don't think we did anything like that in Hamoa.
Okay, then I guess it was... No, it was Hamoa. Because that was at Sigmund's house where he then had, you know, Chomper took the potion thing.
Ah, right, the library. He did it in the
Yeah,
library.
he did it in the
Oh, okay,
library.
okay.
That's why I couldn't remember if
The
it was
library.
in...
Okay.
It was while the library was in the Hamoa still, or if it was in Blue Light at that point. But no, it was while it was still in Hamoa.
Fair enough.
That would do it.
Yep.
Either way, new roll?
Yep, new roll. This one is a crafting check once more, since it is a practical demonstration.
Alright.
However, some of the topics do include using limestone or salt crystals.
Intriguing.
Ah, solid.
Oh, good. There's not a bunch of 6s to vigor.
Not a bunch of sticks empty you this time, but there are some 9s.
Yes.
I've already written it in. I need to save my resources in case I botch something. It is 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
8.
8.
This one takes a
eight,
little bit
eight.
because to pass, you have to produce 2 refined bars of metal with under 15% slag content. But you can do it. For these introductory classes, the bar might be a little low.
Oh no, did he drop the bar?
Thankfully, no.
Oh, well then...
No, he ate it.
Why would Squirrel eat his metal bar? Also,
More
is
of
he
a
allowed to
Chomper thing to
keep
eat
the
things.
bar?
You are indeed allowed to keep these bars.
Excellent. What type?
One is metal and one is iron and one is tin.
Okay. Add it to my inventory.
Nice.
Alright, next class.
Hammer and anvil techniques.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll.
There. These are very base classes. However, they will probably take up a very large portion of your day just to graduate from these so you can get to other classes.
The stuff he actually cares about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you know how to use a cross peen, a ball peen, and a searing hammer.
I really need to go and rebrush up on my smithing stuff. It's been a long time.
Yeah, got a lot of videos you can watch.
I wonder if I still have what I forged way back in like middle school.
Oh.
I don't do things properly. I stick a bunch of bricks together, grab the charcoal, and do it that way.
I like Legos.
Fair enough.
That's as far as I go with that.
Alright. So yeah, 9 for that one.
You may also pass this class.
Any more classes I can get through today?
There is one more, slag recycling. This one might be a difficult one, though.
That one is new. Which, by the way, with that, I was thinking maybe instead of trying to make it a move, we make it a specialty under craft.
Acceptable.
Because it does feel like it fits most under as a specialty.
Fair enough. It is very specialized.
Yeah. Hi, welcome. I have ADHD, and, you know, sometimes things that I've thought about for a brief moment, like 5 days ago, just pop right back into my brain, and I'm like, yep, what about that?
You are the embodiment.
But anyways, so this one he doesn't have the prior experience with, so what do you want done with the roll there?
I'm wondering if this one should also be survival or craft, or potentially appraisal.
Well, obviously I want to argue for craft because, well, that's what I've got the most dots in. But I don't know if appraisal would fit. I think academics or craft would probably fit. But I also say, considering that we were just talking about the recycle thing being part of or a specialty under craft, I would argue more towards craft.
Very well then, I will accept craft.
Now, bonuses on this. Any of them, or...
Yes, you may add the standard bonuses.
Cool!
Oh.
I was so excited for a moment when I realized I had 2 10s in there this time. And then I got the results and it's a 6.
Yep.
I don't like.
What will you do?
I'm gonna vigor. Make those
Sixes
nines
or nines?
explode.
Explode them nines.
Remember to do the +3 at the end.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's
another
okay.
1.
we're at a 10.
I'm gonna sold 2 of the 1s. Which I guess actually would add +2 as well, because getting rid of them. Alright, so altogether we've got
14.
14.
Honestly, that makes it so much cleaner. Holy shit, I'm so glad I thought of it.
Yeah, very good idea there. I paused because I was double checking to make sure that all the additions actually were correct. But no, it
Yeah.
was.
But no, like seriously, that makes it so much easier. Holy shit.
It does. All right. Now this one is tough, but you give it your best, properly best performance yet. You work your whole ass off, and I will grant you a free specialty in slag recycling for craft.
Sweet.
If only your other classes had breached the majestic 10 threshold.
Yeah, they were very close too, but I only had so many resources.
Passing 5 classes in a day is a pretty remarkable feat, though.
Yeah.
True.
Especially for as what they assume is a new student.
Though can still get us partial discount. Huh? But we can worry about that another time. Because I don't have the XP for it anyways.
Hey, can I get a discount? By the way, I'm broke.
I mean, I've got 6 XP. So I did get really close to the 10 for all of them.
It's true. It's a good thing that that specialty is free. That is good.
That's 15 XP already, my guy. I still like the, can I have a discount, by the way, I'm broke? Because also, that just sounds so right for customer service.
Yep.
It does.
Can I have a discount of free?
Okay, you have a discount of 0. The discount is free.
Got him.
Yup.
Though honestly, I'm good with this. So yeah, any more classes I can pass today?
Let's see. You weren't really signed up for any additional classes, but there is let's see. There is time enough to try one of the later classes, gem cutting.
Ooh, he's very interested in that. I imagine he is walking back to the front desk, you know, to exchange for new books and get more classes, or signed up
Yep.
for more classes, and he just sees the classroom door open and just is like, ooh, shiny.
Yep. But he is looking on in wonder and horror as some of the people in the gem cutting classes are doing a very poor job, actually. As you watch one of them shear off roughly an eighth of a gem in the wrong direction.
Ouch.
Horrible.
Resist the draconic rage. Resist.
One of them results in a crack that runs through the core.
Resist
The core. Not
resist the rage. It's okay.
How could they do this?
They're damaged, but I'll still love the shinies. They deserve the love too. The shinies.
Those poor shinies unfit for anything any longer.
Oh, Rex has raid. One moment.
Whoa.
Rex?
Yes.
You gonna do the raid?
Yeah, you got right.
I just did.
Oh, you mute him?
That way I wouldn't interrupt your scene.
Oh. I just paused to let you handle the raid, but fair enough.
That's why I muted. But yeah,
Oh.
thanks again, Silderg. We're doing tabletop, so I'm going to talk. But I already told you just now. You heard me already. Proceed. And thank you for the sub.
Though, Sealdirg, you may want to look away. They are doing horrible things to the shinies.
We're currently in the middle of a scene from Chomp for Squirrel, who's seeing them break a lot of these crystals. He's in school right now learning to be a blacksmith and lots of other things, so he's just seen people breaking the cores of things, and yeah, as somebody who cares about the craft, that hurts. So, yeah. But yeah, welcome in. Also, hi, Kuroi. But yeah, proceed. I wasn't trying to stop the scene. I was going to just, do it on the side there, but yeah, I'll know that in the future. If I get a raid, I'll just wait till you stop and I'll address it.
Yeah.
Also, Rex, invite me again. Sorry.
I've been inviting you.
Don't even need to... I'll usually notice, but yeah. Anyways. Okay, we got sidetracked with other stuff other than just the raid, so the raid is... Right, gem class. Alright. So yeah, he's just gonna... Just gonna walk in and up to the front where he does not have to see everybody else messing them up. He's gonna sit at the front of the class, facing away from the rest of the students.
Your ears can hear improper grinding techniques. Did someone just Did someone just try to file it down with a file?
Justice!
However, that they are happy to have you, but understand that you are going to need to brace yourself as a dragon.
He is bracing himself. He is focused. He is going to put Put a little bit of focus into Aura and his stick. So that way he's
Understood.
got something to at least keep him from hearing that.
Alright. They will begin by introducing you to the rotary tool, but some do not care for it. But it is arguably one of the most reliable tools for us at this level. In this class, however, they do also go over polishing.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm going to guess academics for how much he learns from this.
Yes.
May I argue reduced difficulty because dragon?
While there is an argument for that, there is also the difficulty of the other students.
Ah,
and
but he's
what
got
you
a
have
solution
witnessed
on that.
them doing.
I argue that my ADHD specialty also helps because hyperfixation.
That would probably help you to tune out the horrors in the other seats.
Horrible.
I will allow this.
Yes! Alright, so that would be...
Today it works to your benefit.
Alright, so that would only do... Oh no, that's applying... so that... And that. I do have another vigor. Okay. We are gonna vigor push this. Because Squirrel very much wants this. Okay, true combo, fair enough. But I do have a soul to use. I saved one of them. I knew I would need it. Not big money, but still decent. Oh, wait. That's a 10. Cool.
Ooh.
Nice.
Congratulations. You demonstrate that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you have passed the gem cutting class. You are now able to cut gems professionally and polish them. At least at least you're Dumb Boy approved. There are more advanced classes for this, but they might be off.
He was already planning to go learn from Sheila anyways.
Fair enough.
He did from what?
You said Sheila.
Wasn't that
She's
her name?
Australian now. Sheila.
Yeah, her name is Shia. Her name is Shia.
S-H-I-A.
Oh, Shia.
And you said Sheila.
I
So
have
now
been
she's
thinking her
Australian.
name was Sheila this entire time.
Oh no! Chomper welcome you to messing up people's name club. How you doing?
Yeah, but
Of
these
course
are
the powerful hermit lives in Australia.
these are very similar names. Very similar sounds. Well, apparently I'm not the only one that messed up her name, considering Candy Floss thought it was Shala and Lightpaw thought it was Shiva. I am justified in
Nice,
this one.
everyone. Nice. Y'all are doing so good.
So
Huh.
good.
Okay then. Sure, she is the almost infamous ice summon from Final Fantasy.
Hey, I like Final Fantasy a lot, so it goes in my head first. I heard Shiva as well.
Everyone else adding letters to her name. It's 4 letters.
You need that meme where you're like, oh, it's you, it's Shiva, it's not my name. I need that meme.
Yeah, I guess you can make up 3 to 4 different iterations of that meme for her now.
Yup.
Happy birthday, Rex.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rex.
How did we go from it's not my name to that? It's because I did a meme with this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you mentioned me.
Not my birthday! It's Kuroi's belated birthday, by the way, and I'm sure someone's birthday today.
Well, technically, it's
Happy
his
birthday,
American
Chomper.
birthday now.
Ah, okay, well, happy American birthday, Kuroi.
Because they are, you know, Australia's a day ahead, roughly. It is also Viv's birthday.
There you go. Happy birthday awareness. It isn't Rex Day. Happy birthday, Viv. Have a dinotastic birthday.
Speaking of, I need to go announce that. Because I know Viv
Yes.
would hate me for it and probably stab me, so good reason to go announce it. But anyways,
Sounds like your mindset.
but yeah, I guess that would probably be all that he can manage to do.
It seems so, but hey, he's made tremendous progress, all things considered.
Yes.
He might even graduate to the intermediate school at this point.
Wonderful. So yeah, he's just gonna go wherever he's gotta go to get new classes or signed up for new classes and get new books.
All right.
Also, I feel that career. I worked a 12 on my birthday.
Yeah, he tried to get his birthday off yesterday, and they wouldn't let him. And then they asked him to stay longer.
That sounds like a job.
He said no, and they went surprise Pikachu face.
All right. Well, now we have. I will send you your next list of 5 classes. But question: do you have interests in glass blowing or clay making?
Definitely on the glass blowing. Glass tends to be rather... Glass, you know, falls under the shiny category. Which, speaking of, there was a shinies card played.
Ah,
Um,
then you are allowed to keep some of the destroyed gemstones from other people who haven't passed the class.
he just goes around gathering them and just... It's okay. It's okay.
Some are dust, some are shards, some are sort of intact.
It's okay. I will give you good
And
home.
and you can tell that some people are not taking this very seriously at all, because one has just like sawed sawn like a down to the core like passageway, as if they were shaping formerly a gem into a tiny hot dog bun. Like, it's impressive and insulting to the gem.
How do they?
He will find a use for them. But yeah, as for clay... it's Squirrel. Yeah, he'd probably be interested. But yeah.
Well, as you have passed an intermediate class, your selection has expanded.
Ooh.
Yes. One of the classes, number 5, is going to be... Well, I suppose I'll list them in order. Glass blowing, introduction to armor smithing, introduction to weaponsmithing, alloy smelting, and armor design for unusual forms.
Oh, he is very interested. So, out of curiosity, how long did it take him to just kind of test out of all these classes today?
Well, some of them required practical demonstrations, so some classes took a bit longer than others. Introduction to Metallurgy probably didn't take very long, as it was... he could basically just take a test for it and answer all the questions. Forge Fundamentals, he probably did have to give a practical demonstration and identify every part of the forge and its function, along with some do's and do nots.
Fair enough.
And show, like, yes, he knows how to light a forge, how to continuously maintain a forge, and how to keep it, and how to identify when it's about to explode.
Well, that part seems important.
Or melt.
Melting required him to actually make the bars.
Fair enough. Well, yeah.
Or an anvil techniques probably didn't take very long. He just needed to show that he knew what to do. Slag recycling was an interesting one.
How so?
Well, there were 2 ways to pass the class. 1, return the slag to its component parts, or 2, identify the properties of the slag and make something with it.
Well, with Squirrel, it would have been the second option.
Yep. So we had to be smart about it, identify what it was actually good for, and actually produce a real product. And then gem cutting. After he got into the zone, he could present a pretty good project. Or he could present a faceted gem.
Cool.
And got to keep some of the rejects. Thank you, shiny card.
Yes, I have written those down. I will find a use for them.
That might not be unfair. You are a dragon. They have destroyed shinies.
He will give them fresh life.
But who are you biting? The one that made a mini hot dog bun?
Oh, I'm allowed to bite someone?
What have you done?
I mean, they did let a dragon into the gem cutting class, and someone did that. It probably won't reflect well on you, but squirrel will be squirrel.
Oh, well, if he's not allowed to, then he would not. He is refraining.
No, he is not. He is decidedly not allowed.
Welcome to Squirrel's Gem Orphanage.
The Thwacky gets to keep his digits.
But he will note down their face. They meet in a dark alley.
I thought Vane was the raven in our group. Jesus, that's a crow maneuver right there. Remember your face.
Fun fact, canonically, Murkrow also really loves shiny things and will, in fact, get in territorial fights with things like Sneasel and Gabite in order to acquire more shiny things. Murkrow fun fact of the day.
Hooray!
Noted.
But either way, Squirrel's been in enough trouble, so, yeah.
Fair enough.
He won't be biting them
Please.
with witnesses around.
Understandable. If he finds them later, however, it may be on. So, who shall we move on to next?
Well, if we're doing the full morning rounds, you got 3 options there.
Yes.
Hmm. Hey, Pyro, are you up to something?
Well, he's probably still asleep if Squirrel didn't make too much noise getting out.
But I mean, that was basically Squirrel's entire day. You would have it.
That was like Squirrel's day.
Yeah, when are you coming in then?
Squirrel would be going back to the room after his classes with fresh books and settling down to read.
And it'll probably be like nighttime almost.
Yeah.
Considering
Yeah,
that
so
it was said that it was his whole day.
Well, it wasn't said that it was
I
the
guess-
whole day.
I guess when is Paz or Wade coming to the door?
Oh, they're going to the door?
Or sounds like it. Not sure.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying that I was coming to do. I was just saying, what are you up to? No.
Oh. Whoops.
Yep, that was an out-of-game question.
Yep.
He's probably just getting up and going down, getting breakfast at the moment.
Breakfast.
There might be hash browns.
Of course, the
Could
hash browns.
special order them. He could special.
I guess I could say, I'm not sure what Chomper would be doing, but I guess they'd wake up at some point and be like in there working on. That door's not knocking. I know that door's not knocking right now. As soon as I start talking, that's just ironic. I'm just gonna ignore the door for now. Look, so yeah, basically, I would say because I don't know, I'm sure what Chomper ended with their scenes. They were with Wade and Kaza. I don't know where they ended up. So unless they're still together doing something, would they have ended the night and been in separate places, or what? That's a question for.
I mean,
guess, yeah.
I mean, unless Chomper went to sleep in another place, he would have gone to sleep in the team room.
Okay, got it. All right, well, I guess for the sake of just starting things up, I guess Chomper would have been already had woken up by now and been making like stuff in that kitchen area, waiting to meet people and figure out what they're going to do with their day. So they probably would run into Pyro if that's the case.
You just see a giant plate of hash browns.
Funny enough, if I may, Digi, yeah, Chomper was making hash browns for Pyro, and also they can see the remnants of this pancake that has a very, very sloppily done face on it. It kind of looks like a smile, but because of how it's been, not in perfect condition, I would say the face looks more like ziggy-zaggy. The eyes are a little bit droopy, but it is like the semblance of a face trying to look happy. As he has made, yeah, Chompers has been making several of these and passing them around as he's been practicing. And by the time Pyro gets them, I actually see them making that.
Congratulations,
Nom, nom.
Pyro. A feast has been prepared for you. But I have a question. Are you taking Edge?
I mean, probably.
Mimic cakes.
Oh no, the silence is deafening.
Did you bring Edge?
Yes.
Okay. The grudge does not grow.
You gotta remember that ghost types are vengeful.
Yeah.
Nom
Well,
nom nom.
I guess. Oh, hey, Pyro! Chomper just kind of notices Pyro there, just started nomming. What did you actually nom on? What are you eating?
Hash browns?
I see you notice. Oh, in that case, I see you noticed the hash browns I made for you. I was not really expecting you to say anything before eating. I guess I'm gonna take that as a compliment. They're so good, you ate them immediately. Yay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Wait. How did things go with everybody? Have you talked with Vane and Kaza already?
Yeah.
Nice. Are we good to go with the team stuff, or do you need any more help?
Probably need to ask a couple others how they feel about it, but I gave the mission request over.
Nice. Okay, that's good to hear. I've been busy dealing with other things and talking with Kaza and Wade a bit. Been trying to practice my cooking so I can be ready to, make something really nice. Let me know what you think of the hash browns and the, I call them. I'm still roughhousing the name, but they're called friend cakes or happy cakes or I can't think of a good name for them, but they're supposed to be just really nice pancakes with a smile. Still working on it. As you can see, one of the eyes is droop off and completely fall off the pancake. Yeah, still working on it.
How many are in this stack?
About 10. Teen.
And
Is that like 20? 10 2 times. I've been really trying to make them look good. I've been passing them out. Feel free to take one.
You know, that's probably part of the reason why they're drooping.
Oh, maybe I should make the stack a little bit lighter. I like to eat like 10 pancakes or so, but I don't think everybody likes to eat that many pancakes.
Have you just been carrying that around with just
Carrying what around?
Have you just been carrying around that one plate?
Oh, this one? No, I've been making a few. I've handed out the pancakes around. I'm just trying to. It's been keeping me busy. I haven't had to worry about too much while making food. Been waiting for everybody else to wake up. By the way, I'm guessing Squirrel went to school?
Probably. He was gone when I woke up.
Yeah, same. So I was thinking he already went to school and everything. I might have to figure out when I can catch him. I hope you had a good day. I guess, if you see him, let him know he has free food over here. Gotta make a bunch. I may be heading out to, check on some things with, some teachers. I want to learn how to use my skills better and the staff better. So I may look around for someone to teach me that. But yeah, I don't want to really apply to the school right now. Don't think they have anything for me really at the moment.
Also, is it, your head okay now after that, the music thing?
Chomper is staring at them for a moment. It lasts for about 5 to 6 seconds. As lots of things are going back through their head at once again. Insert PTSD flashback scene only in Chomper's head, where he's seeing the backstory again flash by. Nah, I'm okay at the moment. It's okay, yeah, it's still there. But I'm keeping myself busy, and I think eventually I'll be fine. That was just a lot to do at once. I do feel better than I did before I talked with them, at least.
Do you know why I get into like that hash brown state?
I don't know that.
Well, back when I first got these implants, it was sort of a code phrase.
Oh?
Yeah, I would get overwhelmed pretty quickly. And it was basically a code word to force all my thoughts into basically one thread.
Really? So it helped you kind of calm yourself down. I know when I eat a lot, I tend to helps me, but I try to stop myself when I realize I'm doing it for bad reasons. As Chomper looks at the pile of pancakes that have been eaten while he's been making it and just shakes their head. Yeah, I try. So hash browns, huh? It helps you just keep yourself together? Saying it?
Yeah. I think, maybe when I was drunk, I turned off the code word. So it's not active right now.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was just something you really liked that made you feel better when you ate it. Your favorite food. Didn't know it went that deep.
To be fair, I do like hash browns, and it is funny to see this guy, looking at Edge.
Hmm. Chomper's looking at Edge too. I'm just imagining not doing nothing, just staring daggers, edges, blades at you. He doesn't seem very
Probably.
amused at what you just did.
You know what, Pyro? I will
Yeah.
let you know. I'm about to turn your hash browns into mashed potatoes.
Oh, I
Please
like mashed
don't.
potatoes. You can make
Please
shepherd's
don't.
pie to that.
Why would you ruin the hash browns?
Because it hurts you. Because it...
Edge, do you eat anything at all? Do you need, like, I don't know, sword grease or something? I should talk to Squirrel. He would know what swords eat, right?
Technically, yes, but it's an enigma even to me.
Chomper.
What's that?
Food's one of his sore spots.
Oh, whispering that he can't eat?
Kind of.
I wish I could get him something. I just don't know. Alright. I'll, leave that alone. Oh,
Yeah.
Edge, if anything I can do to help you out, let me know. Good to see you. Hope you've been well and slept well. Chomper tries
I
to
guess
backpedal.
Are you also doing good? I'm not really kept in the loop a lot.
Oh, me?
Though there was a very light aura of death around you. Did you recently survive something?
What?
Chomper.
Yeah, long story short, I had a bit of intimate time with my parasite that talks about my past stuff, so I didn't have to do anything with death, really, but I kind of did. So,
Oh.
I can tell you about it if you really need to know, but I basically talked with a certain person again and got stuff out of my system, and it's over now. But yeah, I definitely want to go and train as soon as I can to get my aura stuff down. I want to be able to help people without having to go being that forceful ever. That was more of something that I needed to do to get closure and maybe help someone who was already in too deep past where they could go back anyway. If that makes any sense.
It does.
I want to be strong enough to not have to ever do that. Or where that never has to come to be. Help people before they get to that point, you know? I'll be fine. I just need to make more of these pancakes and maybe get some sleep and maybe a hug or two. I don't know. I thought things will be okay. Things will be okay. That last one sounded more like Chomper convincing himself.
Pyro's just gonna pat Chomper's head.
Oh, have you seen Kaza or Baz Wade or Vane or anybody? Haven't seen them in a bit.
No.
Ah.
In fact, this is my first time out of the room for a bit now. Isn't that right, Pyro?
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen them either.
Maybe you should check in your own team room. when you slept with them. I'm sure they were over there.
I hear a voice in my head.
Well, yes.
Pyro, you think they'll show up in here at some point, or should we just go and gather everybody up? I know Squirrel's going and doing school stuff, and probably will be, well, probably working on his books afterwards and whatnot, so.
Well, I guess I do want to ask I don't know who's who.
Paz Wade?
Yeah.
Wade's been out lately. I don't think he's switched unless he fell asleep and woke up as Paz, so. I've had an ominous voice in my head tell me that you probably should go ahead and check out the thing there where they sleep at. You know, the room. Might better find them easier that way.
Yeah. Alrighty. What are you planning on doing then?
I'm kind of really wanted to do more group stuff, but I also want to train too, and talking with somebody might not be something everybody wants to come in and join me with, but I kind of still want to first check up on everybody too that I haven't seen. Squirrel probably still wants more privacy from me after the big talk I've had to him before, so I'm gonna give them a day away from me, and I'll talk with them later when they want to talk to me. They seem very busy about the school stuff anyway, and not too much I can help somebody with school at the moment, so yeah, I guess I should probably do what you're doing and check on the other team, and, you know, if you don't mind a tag along.
Yeah. I don't mind.
Alright, I'll hang out with you for a bit. I'll go do my own thing in a bit. I just need to probably just, you know, wind down and train with somebody for a little bit. I don't know. I'm thinking either it's Sigmund or Chia, or, well, sorry for saying this, Kaza's mom. But yeah.
Out of character, Amari.
Thanks, Raharu.
That is correct.
And Chomper will follow Pyro.
And Pyro's gonna probably look for Team Chaos's room. To look for Paz or Wade, whichever is out.
Sorry, what?
He's looking for Team Chaos's room.
Ah, fair enough. I suppose Kaza and Paz are still there. And Scruff very determinedly unconscious. Unrousable. Utterly unreachable. Dial another number. But if knocked upon, Kaza will answer. Or Paz if he's a later sleeper. Or Wade, whichever one it is this morning.
Actually, about that, yeah, Paz last Wade has not woken up thus far.
Slept in?
No, clearly Kaza killed him in their sleep to keep the secret.
Oh no!
It's the only reasonable option.
Yes.
Alright, so he killed Wade, but Paz wakes up now.
Oh my god.
To be fair, I think at that point Wade might thank him. Or Paz might, one of the two. You know, immediate resolution, whichever one lived in this scenario.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong, probably.
Well, that's the best jokes aren't entirely wrong, you know.
It's like, well, that's resolved, I guess. Thank you. Why, though? No reason.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, but seriously, Paz Orway hasn't woken up thus far. He's actually out like a brick at the moment.
Then I guess it's Kaza opening the door as they arrive to the room.
Hey.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Just going to pipe up immediately. Is that smile forced or is his face just frozen? Oh, you've got him. Great. It fell off. All right. Well, I don't really have a reason to smile in your general direction now, do I? Ouch, but also fair.
Jeez.
Anyway, I was hoping to talk to either Paz or Wade. I can't tell who's who.
Oh, I'll get him. As Kaza's going to go over to examine them before sliding his hands against their side and just start rolling them over.
Paz does not wake up.
Huh. All right.
He really is dead.
Chomper.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, no. Just step a little closer.
Yes, Chomper moves closer.
All right. Arms wide.
T poses.
Kaza is going to pick up the Sobble and toss him at Chomper.
Ah! Chomper instinctively grapple hugs to catch. Don't know if I need to roll some for that, but okay.
No, I'll let you have it. You had time to prepare. I'm sorry.
What was that?
I'm just testing to see if we need help.
Paz stirs, but he does not wake up.
Wow. That
Chomper checks if they're at least breathing, and like everything else is fine at least.
He's breathing. He just seems to be in a deep sleep at the moment.
He just seems to be max EP.
Yeah.
Did they take something?
I can't really think of anything more disruptive than being thrown unless I just deliberately start punching him.
I mean, water tends to wake people up, but it's not the nicest way to wake them up. That's more like
It's
emergency.
a water type, though. I don't think that'll be particularly disruptive.
I have an idea, but it's not gonna be pleasant.
Edge is going to speak up. Fucking give him a chesto berry.
I don't have one.
Go buy a chesto berry. It's 100 poke.
That the one that wakes you up, right? If I remember.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does that.
Actually, I believe the Chester is the one that gives you the sleepless status, which is, for all intents and purposes, the same thing.
I'm not copying everything from PMD verbatim.
Fair
For
enough.
the sake of speeding it along, you want to just cut to getting it already, or say Chomper already has one, or what?
I think they can buy one pretty easily, as there is a guild salesperson always available.
All right, let's run and get that real quick.
Vane has one. You should try go asking him.
Uh,
He'll be really available to give it to you right now.
I'm so sure that he is.
Well, I mean, shoot, I'll buy it. Hey, maybe Vane has one. Should we go talk to Vane?
I have no idea where that guy is.
They did leave a note for Kaza.
Vane is.
Kaza, you know where Vane's at?
No, he was gone when I got up.
Have you tried calling him?
On?
Or badges? Don't they reach each other?
No.
No, they reached the nearest guild service. Now.
Oh wait, Kai! Look, he woke up! Hey, Paz! I knew I could know you awake. Alright, haha, got you. Let's go.
That was out of character.
Ah, okay. Well, I say we go get it real quick or find Vane. Let's go. Wake him up.
Kaza has quite the amount in savings, so he's just going to go buy a chesto berry and try and feed it to the Sobble.
Chomper's still carrying him, I guess. People are asking questions. Chomper does not elaborate.
Look at Edge coming in with the sensible option.
Oh no, the world is upside down at the moment.
Well, he's identified that. Oh wait, this is an actual problem. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop sandbagging.
Fair enough.
That, and also he can't make fun of the guy if he's passed out.
That is also true.
But yeah, I guess you guys feed past the chestoberry, and well, he does begin chewing on it, and eventually he does just eat it. And suddenly Paz wakes up and takes a deep breath.
You good? No, of course you're not good. Are you okay now?
Paz is looking like he's like breathing very, very heavily, as if he was somehow drowning for a moment.
What happened? You having a bad dream or something?
Which is bizarre coming from a water type.
Decidedly so.
I mean, I think. Also, his crest is down, by the way.
That's our pass.
Yep, crest down, that's Paz. Oh, that's how you can tell, Pyro.
Got it.
You didn't eat anything funny last night or anything you have any notes to look at from Wade?
No, not that I can remember. Wade had the body yesterday. We're not doing notes anymore. We were usually just talk when one of us goes to sleep, because we can do that, but what happened yesterday? I did not get a summary. I did not get a summary from Wade this time. Everything just looked like a storming sea in there.
Well,
And all I could do was swim around, and I couldn't find him.
Well, a lot happened yesterday. Chomper takes a moment to kind of look around and realizes how many people are in the room, and those that may not have known all the information.
The guild merchant, who is like a bit concerned as Kaza's just going to like, all right, we're taking this back to the room. Though he does grumble under his breath, making trouble for other people.
But yeah, once Paz catches his breath, and actually he's gonna take while he's walking, he's gonna take the time to replace the bow tie that he's wearing with his tie. He's following them to the room.
All right, we're back to the room then. I would say Chomper just kind of says, well, I think, Kaza and I could tell you about it later. We ended up going to Sigmund's house and talking a lot. But I know right now Pyro wanted to see you and talk to you. Isn't that right, Pyro?
Oh,
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, kind of, what's your feelings on the whole if you wanted to go to Etra to help me with a mission thing?
Paz is going to blink. Etra? What? I'm sorry. I think I'm sorry. I think this is something that was told to Wayne, and again, I have no information from the last 2 days.
We're going to a very dangerous place to look for his friend.
Oh, Paz is gonna rub his chin at that. Well, I mean, you already talked to Kaza and Vane about it, right? They're the team leaders.
Yeah, but it was also recommended to me to take your feelings into account, too.
I mean, I don't particularly like going to dangerous places, but I suppose as long as we watch our step, it should be fine.
Yeah, I guess for the other bit now, there's some other locations, apparently, that we could go to while there that are kind of interesting in their own ways. After the mission, of course.
Oh, what are these areas?
Well, given that you're a water type, one of them is one I want to go check out, and it's called the Moonlit Lagoon. Which apparently, during the night, you can see stars in the water that you can't see above.
Paz is going to rub his chin at that. That sounds interesting. Not going to lie. I mean, it sounds like there's some sort of treasure inside of that water, and if nothing else, it would look pretty.
Yeah, I plan to bring up all these locations to you guys to see if any of you want to go there or not. Just so we're all on the same page.
Well, if we're going to a dangerous location full of wilders, we might as well actually see locations that are worth a damn.
I have a question. Is this happening like tomorrow or next week or now?
I don't have a time period for it. It's just set for the future, but we are gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess the other one that I'm interested in a little bit, and Scroll is too, but I think everyone would be interested in this one. There's
Oh.
a place there called the Skyforge Caverns. And apparently it's a place with a lot of type energy, meaning there might be type gems there. Without having to go into a dungeon.
Ah,
That would be interesting, though. You know what? Have you actually told Squirrel this yet?
Yeah,
Okay. Have you told Vane?
I don't think so. I was planning on telling everyone eventually.
Hmm. Okay, you can keep going. I'm thinking, though, if you make sure you said Squirrel's all right and they're doing school or back at your room studying books, maybe is Vane doing okay, Kaza? Have you seen what he's up to?
or at least what were you guys were up to yesterday? Was he fine then?
Sorry if I found like a worry word, but I have been having a lot of that kind of brain right now. Have you seen him?
First of all, did you hear?
Did you?
Have you
Yeah.
seen
Oh,
Have you
wait.
seen Kaza?
Okay,
Anybody?
okay,
Anybody seen
okay.
Kaza?
He is actually here. Cool.
Kaza behind Chomper with a knife. No.
Jeez. By the way, at some point, Kaza and Pads has gotten food in front of them. Breakfast variety.
Oh,
Yeah. Enjoy. Chomper had brought you breakfast in bed. Mainly because there was still a lot left over and they were going into your room anyway, so yeah.
as we gladly eat whatever was presented to him. He's hungry.
You get extra energy. Yeah, you probably
But-
should eat. You seem like you slept a long time. What's that, Pyro?
But yeah, I guess the most important thing is, I found the destination for the mission.
Oh.
Oh, were you actually able to locate your friend, or at least the rough location?
The rough location. And,
Yeah,
there's, two things we're gonna need to be, wary about. Well, actually, three.
Okay. Tell it to us in increasing danger.
Well, I guess the location itself. The
Go ahead.
first, the location is called the Celestial Roost, and is most likely the control center for the floating islands of Etra as a whole. The second level is that there's a tribe of wilders protecting the area, and very fierce protectors, according to Samantha.
Seems a little concerned about about the notion of going and dealing with wilders, but that was already a given since they were going to Etre.
The
But
third
it's a good thing that Samantha can give a lot of information because they don't have a lot of information when it comes to Etre. Kind of an information black spot.
Yeah, the third level is hopefully we don't run into it. But if we do, there's some precautions we're all going to need to follow.
Do tell.
So I don't really know too much about what a culty clone is, but
Oh, you're talking about one of his many substitutes. Because
Yeah.
Culty is capable of making living substitutes, and he kind of does it by accident whenever he does that move. And every time he does it, he just finds a whole living being with a fraction of his soul.
he really is a bad parent. Okay.
Yep, that's one of the first things we learned about him.
So I think I mentioned him briefly before, but I have some more information that Samantha provided me about him.
Oh.
So, rule number 1. Do not challenge him.
Do you hear that, Chomper?
But I like 1v1s. Not even a spar?
Do you want him to destroy the entire island underneath our feet?
Do you hear that, Chomper?
What's that?
He's that strong? Bet I'd win. Alright, fine. Not like I'm really much fighting anyway at the moment. I need to go train.
Let me
No
give you
worries.
let me give you some scope to this. Samantha called herself an Argent survivor.
Ah.
Hmm.
So Arden is a menace to the entire Etra continent, is he?
Not exactly. He's more neutral if as long as you leave him alone. Just act passive towards him. Don't challenge him, and don't provoke him.
Okay. I have made a note of it. Don't do any 1v1s or challenge or sparring or anything with, let's call it
Argent is this one.
Argent. Okay.
Yeah.
So, have you been told how this Argent person looks like? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to look like Espion, just like Culty, but as far as I know, the clones do have minor differences.
I didn't really ask about appearances.
Pass is gonna slap his forehead, his own forehead.
Pyro's rubbing the back of his head.
Did I miss something? Why was everybody hitting themselves? Don't hurt yourselves. Be nice to yourself.
You're telling us to watch out for a specific individual, and you don't ask the person that's you're biting how they look like.
Oh, I kind of assumed they would probably look like Culty.
I assume
As your friend, Pyro, I'm gonna need you to say not ever say that to Vane. That you assume something. Thank you.
Huh.
Not when it comes to investigations.
Yeah, or information.
I mean, it is to be fair, it is a safe assumption. See, considering that you were calling them culty clones, but yeah, the substitutes do have differences to them. Well, we can always just go ask Samantha again about it. It's not that we're going tomorrow.
I mean, Sigmund knows about this one too.
I mean, I guess we could ask him as well.
Oh yeah, I like going to Sigmund's house. Although he did sound pretty annoyed about us last time. You wasn't there, but we kind of really bugged him a lot.
Oh, that's surprising. Okay then.
What would you say, Kaza?
Well, if it's for information, he would be the one to have it, wouldn't he?
Kaza has a point. I guess we could just still go back.
I'm not against it or anything. So sure.
Should we go and get everyone else first?
That
It'd
wouldn't
be
be.
hilarious if people forget about the meeting entirely.
Was there anything else that was going on that we need to do? I've been having a very crazy day and yesterday. Was there something we're supposed to be doing at all? Out of character, this is your last chance to bring up whatever meeting or things that Chomper's not going to remember. So if you have anything that we're supposed to be doing, like what Chal just said, out of character,
Yeah, and
speak now, forever hold your peace.
and Paz literally has no context or information regarding all this, so shrug.
In game, Chomper's going to say one last time. So, Kaza, anything else we're supposed to be doing before we go do this? I want to actually help you with this for a little bit. Well, how long it takes, and then we get what's going on. I did want to train a bit today. Other than that, I'm gonna help get started with this. Also, check up on everybody because I've not seen Vane or Squirrel in a while. Wonder what they're up to.
We do have a meeting later today,
Oh, okay.
so I suppose don't commit too much to things.
Meeting for what?
Out of character, I do not remember.
I don't remember this meeting at
out,
all.
out of character. Out of character. The meeting was, considering all this talking, probably right about now. And it was at the library, also which happens to be where Samantha is.
Yes, thank
Jump
you.
And it
looking
was
at his notes.
Kaza who was supposed to go there. Wade expressed interest in it, but now Paz is awake and doesn't know about that. And he was supposed to ask the rest of Kaza was supposed to ask the rest of the group if anyone else ended up wanting to go.
Chomper wouldn't even know at all, so I can't say Chomper made a note about this because I don't.
Yeah,
recall.
Chomper would not know because he was not around when this was planned.
Yeah, and
Cool.
honestly, funnily enough, I don't even blame Kaza for forgetting about this, considering that he's angry right now.
The other part is that Vane literally left a note
Yep.
for Kaza, letting him know that he went off on his own thing, and if he wasn't back in time for the meeting, just go ahead because he'd have his own way there.
Okay.
Fair enough.
This all did happen in character, so I don't feel bad bringing it up.
Well, to
yeah.
help with this,
No, that's-
go ahead.
Kaza will review the note and inform everyone that the meeting was to be taking place in the library. Curiously enough, just to discuss over what they just talked about, actually.
Well, there you go.
And it was also so that way Kaza could thank Bien, but that was like a side effect.
I guess we accomplished a little bit of it.
Well, we should still go over there. Vane's probably there.
Yeah. Have you tricks on Pyro? Have you already told Squirrel about it? Or well, he hasn't. He probably doesn't. Did he know about the meeting?
I think the look on Pyro's face says it all.
To be fair, Pyro didn't know about the meeting, because it also wasn't even supposed to involve Team Darklight. It was supposed to be Team Chaos. So this is also the first time Pyro's hearing about it.
Yeah.
Pyro's just looking at Edge, looking back at himself, looking at Chomper.
Pyro is very confused.
He's also thinking about, if I leave Edge alone again, I'm probably gonna get it.
Not untrue.
Yep.
Edge. Stern look. Choose carefully, young firebreaker.
Well, probably should. I should probably find Squirrel, given the circumstances we're currently under.
Yeah, just don't want them left out of the loop if we're all going to do this together, right?
Not quite that. Remember the whole talk with Demir right before that? And them mentioning like another person?
No, Chomper was
I
not there.
wasn't there. I had a talk with them myself, but that was mainly to get closure and, well,
Yeah, and Paz also wasn't there.
Well,
To be fair, he did get warned about it lately because of the whole don't be by yourself, like, you know, in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And Pyro's now realizing, oh, right.
Go for the
Oh.
eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rask!
boy.
I will get that to you in a moment.
Pyro's just looking at Kaza like, can you help me explain this?
Technically, we might have a religious assassin coming after our group.
what?
Has eyes go wide. What?
How long has that been a thing?
Since yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna just leave and go check on Vane and Squirrel.
We'd have to go to the library to check on Vane.
Let's go! I want to make sure they're okay.
I'm
Yeah, that's
gonna
probably-
go.
Idea.
Yeah,
But
Pyro.
the warning was don't be alone.
Yeah, Pyro,
Is-
you.
Yeah, I'll go after Squirrel.
Yeah,
Pyro is not alone. He has edge.
Okay.
So yeah, Chomper. Let's go with Kaza to the library since Betty's already over there. Alone.
Alright. As soon as that's done, we'll check, make sure, meet back up with them. Ace. Yes, but let's go there. Go. Let's go. Chomper's really not that good about coherent at the moment. That was off guard. A little panicky on Chomper's end. Alright, let's go. And Chomper's moving for the door.
And Pyro's running out towards the smithing school.
Oh boy. Thankfully, Squirrel is okay. However, it's finally time to wind back to blue light.
By the way, like out of character, like I actually have a legitimate question. The part of the reason that they went to go and talk with Chomper that one night was to let him know about the assassin thing. Did that just not happen?
I don't believe it did.
It did not actually.
It did not happen.
So
Everything
many
else.
other things happened.
That's
Yeah,
kinda
so
funny
many other
because
things.
That was also literally part of the reason why Vane was like, "Oh yeah, go talk with Chomper. Let him know about the assassin thing,"
Wonderful.
which makes this so much funnier.
In Chomper's
Yeah.
head, he's like, I thought the assassins were done. I thought we had them in Sigmund's house. Now there's more assassins. How long has that been going? I thought I could leave my friends alone and they'd be safe for a while. But I've been leaving Squirrel and Vane by themselves with another assassin! Ah! That is in Chomper's head as they're basically going, and they're just moving,
Fair enough.
going to the library.
Yeah, this just kind of it just passed both ways in Kaza's mind when the conversation started.
Mm.
And
Just
honestly,
extra funny.
yeah, and honestly, out of character, I also completely forgot to mention that.
Oh, I gotta love this campaign. There's always so much going on
Yeah.
that we can forget there's assassins trying to kill us. That's
What are
the
you
quick
gonna
we get
do, really?
conversation.
Oh, more
Uh,
assassins. Great.
Cue the Seinfeld sound effect, everybody. Jesus. Yeah. To the library.
So, top of the round, it's his turn.
Yep, and he just
Though
got.
I believe something has happened.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit of divine intervention, I think, or something. Something
Divine
astral.
intervention and a round of ethereal influence as a brick flies from the roof of the library. And as he is bearing down on you, breaks apart upon impact with the back of his head. And you watch as he unceremoniously flops forward, but the scent of sugar is not fading, as he is unconscious and getting back to his feet.
While unconscious?
Yes. Let's just say, for the sake of game mechanics, he is 3 ranks of torpor.
Well, in terms of game mechanics, that technically means he can't do anything.
But there's some fuckery happening. This is Cresselia's church, after all.
Yeah. One of
Yep.
one of the 2 legendaries that encompasses dreams.
Yep. I'm just saying, game mechanic wise, technically.
Yes, I understand. But this will change his moveset slightly. As he is going to stop pointing at Vane as if he was about to shred him apart with a Gatling gun of fairy energy, and spread his wings and do something potentially worse now that the conditions have been fulfilled.
Oh.
However, this is an action while he does have exhaustion. So it technically counts as...
If he's at an exhaustion break point, it literally just gets rid of 1 dice. Unless he has a bunch.
Well, he has just gained 10 exhaustion to do this, and 1 for
great.
taking an action, while at negative HP.
Yep, so that has him at -3. Because that's 11, he needs to get to 12 for 5.
Yep. Such a convenient border point. As he... Well, you're going to observe something peculiar, as the mostly dead body is going to reconstitute itself before your eyes. But it has some other effects as well. For starters, the dot is gone, the HP regen is gone, and so are his buffs.
Okay, so it counts as like a second wind cleanse. Got it.
Pretty much. But he's, other than that, looking pretty good, actually. Still no armor. That doesn't count, after all.
I'd be really mad if his armor got reconstituted. I shredded that shit.
Yes, you did. As he takes a second to straighten and smooth out his feathers before pointing the wing at you once more. It's looking less deadly, but there's something very unsettling about the pink tinge. No, it's not pink. It's more mist-like. As he is now going to fire the moonbeams at you.
All right. Well, not much I can do here.
Well,
It's his turn.
thankfully, while he may have gotten a supreme second win, he is now not at max stack accuracy buff.
Yeah, that is true. And I still have all my evasion buffs.
You do.
So he needs to get a 13. Currently 13 physical and special, well, ethereal.
All right.
This is a Pokemon setting. I could still say special, and it makes sense.
Yep. We know what you mean.
Yeah, not.
Uh-oh. Well, it's not a crit.
I'm about to say it's not going to be a crit with that, as far as I can tell. It'd be such a high roll for that to crit. It needs 26 to crit.
Yes. What's your soul save?
Soul save. Now that's a funny one. It's only a 6.
Okay. Now time to roll something else.
So, a bit of a small question here. Are his eyes closed or just glazed over?
No, his eyes are closed. It's almost puppet-like. It's
All right, I just needed to know for some of my the actions here.
all right. So starting, it's not a crit, but you are inflicted with 2 ranks of torpor.
Got there. All right.
And here comes the moonbeams. Let's see, he has
What's my cleanse SR on that, by the way? For torpor.
7.
7. Cool. I can hit that. Won't be easy, but
Good luck.
like I said, it won't be easy.
The cleanse is half the dice, yes?
Yeah.
Got it.
Before any sort of modifiers like application dice that have been added on.
Now, I keep rolling accuracy, right? Or how did Fury work again?
Fury. So the way that this works is you start at max accuracy, and you keep -3ing every single time until with that -3 you have ran out of your natural accuracy.
I see.
So if he starts off at like 20, he could make like 6 or 7 attacks.
Yep, got it.
Luckily, he got rid of all of his accuracy buffs because those would have counted for this.
Yes, this was a well-timed brick. So, here we go.
All right. While he's rolling, I just want to point out that Baby CL got away.
What?
He's a Mind Fu escaped
Ah, damn.
in the Pokemon thing.
I was confused
Maybe
for a
CL
second,
got
but
away.
yeah.
You know, while Digi's getting up all the dice and figuring out how many times he rolls.
That's funny, honestly.
I'll just-
I thought you were talking about Nova for a moment.
Baby
No.
seal.
Baby CL. But yeah, basically, almost everything that is not the natural accuracy on the move, like when I say natural accuracy, I mean like if you have like +10 accuracy, that doesn't count. That just modifies after. So it'll make every Fury more accurate, but it doesn't increase the total amount of Furies.
Ah, makes sense.
If they have any like accuracy modifiers on the move itself, that does not count.
Question: if he vigor pushed, would that only work for one attack or each of them?
Works for one. They all count as separate attacks, and that's part of the benefit because they each apply hit stun.
Ah, yes. Nope, wrong. I did that wrong.
All right, so my evasions are currently 12, by the way. And after each one, just minus my evasions by 1, so long as he gets even 1 accuracy success.
Got it. Talking.
Yep. So while you're going down the Fury chain, my evasion is going to start at 12, and after each one, so long as he gets a success, it'll go down by 1. So you can just keep track of how many hits or crits you get that way.
Oh, okay. All right. I understand where I was going wrong.
Yeah, whenever I make Fury moves, one habit that I have in order to make things so much easier on myself is I list out what my natural Fury accuracies are. It's a little bit more complicated on Vane's side, though, because I have to keep into account if he's accuracy buffed or not, and if he's spiraling or not. Which, that makes things a little bit more complicated, you know?
Understandable.
aren't you looking? One more test roll before I start getting pissed off, Dice Spot. And just do this my goddamn self manually without you.
Do you want help with the...
Yeah, what's going wrong?
Yeah, what's going wrong?
The 9s are not exploding.
Can you send me what you're typing in, like in Discord?
Yes.
He says as he rolls again and doesn't send me it. Yeah, that should be correct. If I... Just as, like, a test thing. Like, just to make sure I'm not insane. Yeah, the 9s are exploding on my side. I say as I get a me roll just doing a test. But yeah, no, my 9s are exploding on mine.
Dang. Oh, now you do that. You.
Hey, I look. I just had to apply the extreme classic of IT of just have IT person look at it. It starts working. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
No, not really, no.
Okay. Fine. Fine.
And did you get some Barnaby quote for IT? I will find the local addicts.
Oh no!
You'll stole the one.
The one has been sold.
Okay. Good effort, but only 3 attacks hit.
3 attacks hit? Cool. How much hit stun am I take? I guess it doesn't matter. Anyways, it's 3 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Quite so. fairy types, so
It does get damage on 6s.
Yep.
Unfortunately for me. I don't care that only 3 hit. That's still 3 hits of a Fury.
from an exceptionally aggravated but sleeping Togekiss.
That's a pretty low amount of dice for a tier 5 Fury character. Oh no, that's got extra effects. Oh no. That was only, what, like 9 or 10 dice, right?
Yes. But
Oh no. That's got extra
yeah.
effects.
There's something clinging to you. There's
Oh boy. Well, you still got more rolls to make, so just let me know how much I take from each hit. And then what to change on my character for the extra. Also, I just realized this is like just getting past the 30-second mark in this fight.
yes.
Dang. Some Sherlock Holmes fighting, where it's like everything takes place in one moment. All the strategy.
The multi-episode DBZ fights were afterwards.
Yep.
They're like, oh, that took 3 seconds.
Yeah, all that. It totally makes sense.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Oh. Alright, the first one was only 3.
Okay. That
The-
will be activating a revive seed.
Yep.
I was at 1 HP. So that chip
Fair.
damage activates a reviver. I will mark it off.
Alright. The second one is 5 damage.
Alright, marked.
And the third one is also 5 damage.
Alright, marked.
But you now have a 3 intensity fairy dot.
Ah, okay, yep. Intensity 3. Noted. Any other actions?
That is Nazer's turn.
Nazer's turn. Okay, well, first off, here's the torpor dot. Ooh, no damage. Alright, and the fairy dot, 6s. Ooh. Ooh. This does not actually help my current situation. Okay, I do have rapid cleanse, so I'm gonna cleanse as a quick action. Technically speaking, until I actually cleanse, I can't do anything but try and cleanse the torpor or second wind. So, but I can. All right. So luckily, not all is not yet lost on this.
Hooray.
All is not yet lost. I need a 7. Fuck, that's a 3. Stole 2.
We stole both ones.
Oh, all right. Well, there's a reroll. Mind if I use that reroll?
I don't mind.
It would suit your current situation.
Yeah, this is Torpor is kind of nasty.
Yeah, you're a pretty heavy fight there. Yeah, go for it. Let's say.
Oh. Ah.
Second verse, same as the first, but I'm gonna soul those 2 1s again. You know what? It's still cheaper than having to properly second wind. I'm gonna vigor those 9s.
Oh, good.
7. Oh God! Thank Christ. Intensity 1 torpor.
Jeez.
I'm no longer passed the fuck out. I still have torpor on me though. So if I get hit again, I'm going to stage 3 torpor.
All right. You simply have reduced movement speed, I think. Was it?
No, it's bulk capacity.
There we go.
It's bulk capacity, which Vane luckily keeps most of his shit in bag, so that's actually not too bad. Also, he has a really good body score, so he is not, in fact, leboned from that.
Oh, good.
If he was wearing armor, though, he would be leboned from that.
Oh. Armor would have been bad. Okay.
All right. Congratulations. You have beaten the torpor.
I have beat the torpor.
Jeez.
So I am now going to do something perhaps slightly unrecommended. I am going to with that absolute yeah, no, I gotta escalate. Taking a movement action to get adjacent to Nazer.
Huh?
Like
You're
actual
getting
melee range.
You're getting in his face.
Yes. His eyes are closed, so this doesn't matter. Like, in terms of that part. Getting close to him won't exactly, like, do anything bad on that. But I am going to use a move that I have not yet used before. Which, first off, I must take appropriate penalty first of sacrificing 1 health and applying 4 dot to myself. We sacrifice that health. DOT. Separate entry. That is going to be 4 intensity dot. Alright, so 6, 9, 9. This would normally be 14. Yeah, 14. I already accounted for specialty when I wrote that in. 14, I have a +6 accuracy buff, and I have another +3 from Spiral. Does 22 crit? I know he dropped his evasion, but I don't know if he got extra evasion stuff from the divine intervention, so 22 crit.
Nope, 22 still crits.
22 crits. All right, cool. I'm taking the 1.5 times. This is still dark. Has he had a type change? Is dark still bad against him and not neutral?
He has
'Cause I
not
remember-
undergone a type change.
He's not under a type change, so he doesn't have astral stapled onto him, so I'm not actually good against him. Unfortunate, but understandable. Or I guess not good, but neutral. So many 7s. Well,
Feel my amazing
7
brain. Go on, touch
physical.
All right. He is less good with physical. Is that direct damage?
Yeah, no, that is just straight up hitting him for 7 physical dark damage.
Alright, it connects.
Now, narratively, what this move is doing is, effectively, this is just straight up, like, blood sacrifice type shit. As, legitimately, he is having, effectively large scale over his body. 3 rings are appearing, cutting into him, and using the blood to power this attack. He has had to sacrifice health and has applied a dot on himself. To do this, Nazer did not get a dot, he got a dot.
Yep. It doesn't seem to have affected him terribly strongly.
Nope, I figured. Also, I just got Black Lotus. Hello, thank you.
What?
I know Black Lotus to me.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, you could
thank you.
half of your vigor, willpower, and boost dice for the session back.
Yep, which, hell yeah. Anyway, that will be Vane's turn. He has used all actions. Oh, wait, no. There was actually one other thing before I actually click the button. Which, because he had to move into that. Yeah, cool. I actually forgot to reset his hit stun. Just remember to do that. Is it better to do this now? Sorry, I'm waffling a little bit. I just realized that I could technically do this another time. No, it's best to hold off on it. I'm holding off on it. Go. End turn.
Alright then. He is going to do something new. Since you are directly in his face, he is not going to be hitting you with fairy type.
Oh.
Oh. He has one point blank attack, but just the one. Are you resistant to flying type?
Nope, because flying doesn't resist itself.
Fair enough.
By the way, Vane did get hit enough to with enough fairy to have to revive her seed. Is his shadow still out, or did it recall at this point?
It has not yet recalled and is an independent.
Okay, cool. In that case, for its turns, it wouldn't be sprinting back; it would just be moving back. So, it'll be back next turn, I think.
Alright. That is a lot of impressive. Was 13 enough?
For accuracy?
Yes.
Yep, that meets exactly.
Oh, okay. I'm just surprised how many 7s and 8s there are. It's almost annoying to look at them.
Well, you know, they, there you go. But yeah, no, that hits.
Alpha. All right. He is going to hit you with a Dream Cutter.
Oh. Is this physical or special?
This is still special.
Damn, this man loves special.
However, it is a line attack. And yes, he is all special.
Well, line is annoying, but also, technically speaking, doesn't do anything extra here.
Nope. Except when he's like this.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's not so bad. Only 8 damage.
All right. Noted.
And now time for the secondary roll.
Yep. If it's going against Soul Save, my Soul Save 6.
Oh, 8. Okay. Well, thankfully, it's less concentrated since this wasn't fairy, but
So does this bypass Soul Save currently?
yes, he got 8 successes.
All right. Was there one explosion or 2 explosions?
There was just the one.
Just the one. Well, gotta eat it. I'm not gonna gamble a boost into hoping he rolls a 1 or that the previous 10 rolled into another success. Not gambling that. I'm eating it.
And then he's going to cross his wings in front of him. As he is using a different buff that you haven't seen before. Though with him being as a literally unconscious, it's kind of hard to get a read on what he's about.
Yeah, no, that's expected. Okay.
And that will be his turn.
Cool. So, what did I get affected by?
I will be
1
AFK.
rank of torpor.
What'd you say?
1 rank of torpor.
All right, sleep again. Quick action. You know, funnily enough, this is actually already set to the right thing. Huh. Answer that.
Oh, looks good. Oh.
I'm gonna use a body real quick. So that's 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's not worth it to even try to vigor to get a crit on that. I'll just go back down to 1.
Back down to 1.
Back down to 1. He's not.
If only Vane had insomnia right now.
I know, right? The one time where, like, it would be unequivocally better to have insomnia over super luck. Hilarious. The only time he's weak to this kind of stuff, and it's when he's fighting the dream cult.
Excellent.
Hilarious. Okay, anyway.
Or rather, you cleanse.
All right. Cool. In that case, what I'm going to do now is, with my remaining 2 actions, I'm going to ambush. What'd you say?
Forget your dots.
Oh yeah, my dots. Yeah, my dots. Yeah. So this is the torpor dot. Doesn't matter. This is fairy dot. This is dark dot.
Oh no.
Hey, look, he's paying a price. Lamau.
The price is being paid.
I like how he's taken more from that than like basically anything else. Like, holy shit. Well, you know what? It makes sense because that was what Vane applied.
Of course, Vane rolls. What could
Vane rolls against himself. Let's go. Anyway, cool. Like I said, I am going to be ambuscading, and I'm gonna hit that dodge action, actually. So, I'm dodged here. And, that's turn. I technically go down to 9 initiative, but that doesn't matter right now.
Huh.
I'm going behind him anyway, so he's at 9.
All right. An interesting maneuver.
Yep, and we are still, in fact, like straight up adjacent to each other, so there's that.
Yep. He is going to start his turn with a maneuver that you have seen before. A twirl that makes you feel a twirl that makes you feel angry. It's the buff that you know.
Oh, god damn it. Accuracy buffs. Accuracy and evasion buffs. I know I'm the one who loves them that much, but still, they're bullshit to deal with.
Correct. And, let's see. He's going to try a ranged maneuver anyway.
Alright, well, he gets to do it first, but I'll still get to AoO him.
Yep. As he's going to try and, regular Moonblast.
Regular Moonblast, ooh.
However, the exhaustion is taking its penalty, as that is a lot of dice that he doesn't have, which is combated only slightly by the buff.
And I've dodged, so +1 difficulty, which means accuracy difficulty, he no longer gets stab.
Yep.
By the way, evasion is currently 14 due to dodge.
I'm going to send you a screenshot.
It's
getting funny at this point.
Did it hit exactly 14?
No, it's 15.
15. Okay.
But like there was only 3 10s. The rest of them just hit.
All right, I'm looking in Lost in Chaos. Let's see this shit.
Like, I'm not fucking with you. I swear I'm not.
You know what? It's very fitting though, considering that this is effectively someone with a really similar build to Vane fighting Vane.
Vane versus Vane. Fight.
Bane versus
Right.
Fairy Bane.
Vane versus Fairy Vane, yeah. Well, hits. It hit. Funnily enough, it would have
Alright.
had 2 more successes if I didn't dodge, which is also kind of hilarious.
It
Yeah.
would.
I don't know, guys. I'm doing what I can. I'm at 14 evasion. I used a dodge. Still get hit. Oh, well. And of course, my own dot is the one that decided to nuke my health bar.
No one kills me like myself.
True. Big true. Hey, it hit. Roll damage.
I mean, to be fair, he's not wrong with the way Bane drinks coffee and not even bird coffee.
9 damage.
All right.
And one more roll.
999.
99999.
Well, thankfully this was only the standard version, which is
Well-
kind of the lesser of the 2 options of his dynamic move in that, well, you might have something to do on your turn again. You might.
Well, so it did apply?
It applied with 7.
All right. Well, I
Well,
saw at
there
least one
wasn't-
explosion there, so I am going to mind that 10.
Alright.
Or
Let's
9 if it's
see.
a 9, but whatever the explosion was, I'm minding it.
Then in that case, it does not apply.
Let's go.
Nice.
Congratulations.
It's
No, that's
not
actually
9-9.
important, though. That's actually important.
Yes, you have your quick action at
I
last.
have my quick action. God damn it. I've just been doing nothing but quick action, but not having quick actions this entire time now. I'm built around quick actions. All right. Well,
You
first, before it becomes my turn, I'm taking my AOO. Because now his
Yeah.
action's resolved.
it is go. Get him.
So, it's going to be the same very funny thing that has been eating his health bar. He's using another.
Here it is. The other shoe has dropped. The other shoe. Oh my god.
So is that still crit with his buff?
Yes. Yes, it has.
Cool. I'm choosing 1.5 times again. So with that, this is...
I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. Oh no.
1 damage.
Oh.
On a crit. That don't matter, though.
Yeah, no. It doesn't, because I know what this is.
And it is, Vane has now applied 8 dot to himself. Total.
Yes. Nazer, however, has no idea because of
He's
the
asleep.
ineffectiveness of it twice in a row.
Twice in a row. He has no clue. So anyway, Torpor dot. Whew. Fairy dot. 1. Alright. Vane dot. 2. Alright, so that's 3 health lost. He's still positive. Let's fucking go.
Hooray.
He's still got the other reviver seed. Let's go.
He does. He does. He's at 2 HP right now, by the way. Which, important question for mechanics. If I sacrifice health, does that activate the reviver seed?
I believe so. It is when you reach under. It is when you reach 0 HP or under by your
Any?
action or otherwise.
Okay. Interesting to know. Great to know. Thank you. Fuck, he has most of his health still. I've dealt almost nothing. I know he put a shield on himself. But I'm kind of all in at this point. So, fuck it.
Fair.
First off, I'm gonna hit a cleanse on a quick action. I'm gonna focus on dots for obvious reasons. So with that, that is soul plus expertise plus integrity. So.
Initiative laundering. Where would we be without you?
Technically, I haven't finished the laundering yet.
Yes, but I know you're doing it. Yes.
You know what I'm doing, yeah. I'm going to soul those ones, all three of them.
Ooh.
Okay, so that becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice, that's all of them gone currently.
Yep.
Well, I still have the torpor dot. I should be clear about that. This is just the dot conditions. All right, well, cool. I'm gonna do a full action here. That puts me at 26, 5, 9, 9.
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah. So,
oh, I don't have overcrit though. I don't think that would overcrit actually.
It does not overcrit.
I don't even have it, so.
But no, you crit. It's a good crit, I think.
Yep. So anyway, that eats his reviver seed. He's now at 1 HP. He had a small reviver seed, to be clear.
Yep. Building power moves. Where would we
building
be with that?
power moves on a dynamic move? Let's go. Anyways, that's 7 plus 12. I'm choosing the 1.5 times, obviously. So that's what, 19 currently? 19, and then 19 times 1.5 puts it at 29. $13 damage. And I'm back at 8 dot, by the way.
Ah. A hefty strike indeed.
All right. So anyway, that is Vane's turn, which means at end of round, the minus 20 he applied to himself with ambuscade drops off. He keeps the plus 10, which puts him at 29 for the upcoming turn.
All right, but he's going to do a little fuckery.
Oh, great.
In that he will fold his wings together and practically shatter something to add 3 ranks of initiative to himself, trading his defensive buffs for them.
Goddamn. Okay. Well, that's not good. Anyway, I guess I'm at 29. He's at 56.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, being at 29 is actually important for me too. So
It is. But it seems that he's shedding every defense now.
Oh, great. Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
As this is the first time that he's used the full round action since he got like this.
That is true. That is very true, actually. Oh, goddamn.
But here's the thing. He is targeting directly behind you.
He didn't want to risk me parrying? Or having a parry ready?
No, it's because you're in front of him and he doesn't want to be in the AoE.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, well, it hits me anyway, so... Well, I'd be within the range of AoE if it hits me, which, knowing that move, probably will.
Is correct. So, let's see how it performs. Uh-oh.
I'd say it's performing.
It seems to be performed. Okay. 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 That's 24 damage.
Oh, he had to roll accuracy first.
Ah, yes, my
Because
mistake.
remember, he still has to hit me.
Yes.
And then he crits.
Well, 24 actually doesn't crit on me right now.
Yes, it does not.
I have a +6 evasion buff going. But anyway, the roll would be different, I think.
Yes, it
Unless it's the same total for accuracy and power.
Not exactly.
Understandable.
Oh dear. Okay. Alright, it was a 23 to hit.
23 does not crit.
It does not crit.
Not crit.
Alright. So then the damage roll does not need to be altered.
Nope. Alright. So...
Are you okay?
How much damage was that? 22?
24.
24. Okay. Minus my integrity. Yes, but barely. Like, I'm talking barely.
I'm going to say for thematic purposes that Vane is finally taking...
Oh, no, when I say barely, I mean I'm at minus 16 out of 18.
Ah, yes.
No, when I say that I'm barely okay, I mean I'm barely not fucking dead.
Alright.
I just want to make that clear. I'm not dead.
Big surprise.
Alright. if your dots bring you down, Nazer is going to start doing things because
Oh no,
obviously,
like I'm down right now currently, but I'm not like dead.
yes.
And dots stop affecting you when you are in.
Yeah, like I can't. Yeah. When I'm winded, dots do not apply.
Ah, okay.
They
got
are
it,
essentially
got it.
paused while you are below 0.
Yeah, they're still on my character. They're not progressing though. Which means I'm currently at minus 16. I did take a wound though. So you know, if you want to apply some wound effects to me, go right ahead. I just got blasted for 24 damage that I'm weak to. And
All right.
I'm at 2 away from death currently.
Understandable. Vane? Everything hurts. Everything hurts like it has never hurt before. You're pretty sure that you cannot see out of one eye. One of your legs has stopped responding. You'll probably need to check on that later. And breathing is extremely difficult right now. Though, yeah.
Is the leg and eye thing on the same side?
Yes.
Alright. That's not good. Okay.
For some reason, you're not feeling pain right now. That might catch up to you later.
Yep.
You know, I was a little concerned that I may have oversold or been a little bit too much with Chompers in his headspace, concerned about, like, you know, the safety of his teammates. But seeing as one of them's basically kind of being crippled right now, I don't think I'm pretty validated.
I don't know if he's crippled yet. He might not be. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly hit that second.
Yeah, actually, that's probably a good idea because funnily enough, only the full action and quick actions have Torpor too.
Oh, so you have to roll Torpor on me?
I do, but if you're gonna second wind immediately, I don't think it matters.
Well, it might matter for what second wind mode I choose.
Ah, true. Pardon moi for a moment then. Yes, it applies. With an 11.
With an 11. I have 2 boosts that I can use. That would take it down to a 7. But I'm at 6, so I'd have to hope for a 1 without a 6. Or no, I need both of them to be 1s actually. So.
Joke.
Nope, you're not. Cool. So what I am going to do is, yep, nope, God damn it, I really didn't want to have to do this. Oh, this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt me.
And it is safe to say that you have maximum spiral benefits.
Well, yeah. Nah.
You've been having them.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I was not doubting that in any way whatsoever. Can I?
You will fall yet.
Can I get away from this? Nope, I'm just gonna have to, because it's 3, I'd have +1 difficulty. I'd have to try and fish for a crit on the cleanse for it to matter. So I'd be rolling 11 dice, difficulty 8. SR 7 cleanse. I'd need 14 successes on a difficulty 8 roll. No, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. I'm going to be
Vane
second
gets
winded.
an additional dice.
Additional dice, cool. That'd be 12 on a difficulty 8, needing 14. So cool. Anyway, moving on. I'm just going to be second wind cleansing, which means I do not get healing. But
this is Vane's last turn. Make it good.
Yep, I'm going to. Yeah, I just lost all of my stat buffs currently, except for my spiral ones. My spiral ones stay. So in that case, I've used a quick action. Can I? All right, I need to stop waffling. That is going to be a. Yeah. I am going to utilize 15 of my initiative in order to utilize the initiative burst feature. 15 initiative, I get an additional quick action.
Proceed.
So I now have another quick action. For that quick action, actually, I have not looked at the item sheet in a while. It's still restorative for it's still restorative for a Oranberry, right?
Oh, yes, it is still restorative.
All right. Out of curiosity, is citrus a true heal?
It is not.
No, okay. I don't even have one of those because the one I got I gave to Kaza.
As when I'm at least 6 feet under.
It would be
Ducks
it would be really nice.
all underscore around has purchased 1 tabletop cards packs.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to use that that quick action that I just got to second wind. Again, with the other version where I get my HP back.
Okay.
Middle of the road, but that also has a +4 attached to it, so it's actually a +9, leaving me at -7, which means I'm no longer considered unconscious from you know, the damage. On the other side, I am now finally, like, you know, hardcore exhaustion bracketing, but fuck it. Cool. So I'm up. I have all this. I have 2 standard actions remaining because I didn't have to use either of them for this bullshit. I'm now going to be full action fury attacking. So, you know, unfortunately, I just lost my accuracy buff, so I'm losing out on 2 of the furies I was hoping I would have. But on the plus side, I still have spiral buff, which is more impactful than anything else technically. So, yeah, this is going to be number 1, and actually, he just got rid of all of his defensive buffs. He got rid of all his defenses. Does 15 hit?
15 hits. It does not
15.
crit.
No crit? Cool. $15 hits, does not crit. So, 12. Nine. Does 9 hit after those previous 2 attacks?
After the previous 2 attacks? Yes.
Yeah, because hit stun applies between each of these. $13. At this point, is the 13 a crit?
Let's see. How many attacks down is that?
That is after 3 hit stun.
13.
13.
Almost.
Almost,
Very,
but not.
no.
But not. Does a 4 hit currently?
Is that after 4 hits, son?
4 hits some.
No, you miss.
All right, I'm soling. 6.
6 meets it.
6 meets. Cool. And that's a 2. I have 1 boost left, so I'm gonna body that actually. 4. Fuck. 4 doesn't hit, I'm guessing, right?
It does not.
All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Yep.
So, here's something funny about how this works. Technically, this is gonna be fucking like massive on Fury attack damage.
Oh boy.
Because this is that same building power move, but it's dynamic, but it does legally count as the same move. So it's all been building power turn after turn after turn for this Fury attack. Now, each of these Furies doesn't apply it, but each of these Furies benefits.
Oh boy.
So, yeah. 5 hits.
So many dice.
That's a lot of dice.
Oh wait, I forgot. They count as separate attacks, so after the Fury, the others would still technically get it. So I need to roll a little bit more. All right, so that's actually 11, 18, 6, 11, 5.
All right.
Remember that the integrity does apply to each of those.
Each of them, yeah.
Yep.
But hit stun also applies, so he has 1 less integrity each time.
Yep.
So how much that costs? 6 health.
FYI, we have about 10 minutes left.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, like 15-minute thing, and also what time frames is all taking place in around everybody else, just to clarify.
Probably about the time that you're getting to the library.
Okay.
All right.
Out of a quick question.
Yep.
He did have that previous wound still, right? Like, did that get cleared out by the divine interventiones?
During the reconstitution, it did.
It did. Damn it.
But I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that for very long, because you have not brought him down, but you have put him on an alert. And after all this, he has assessed you a sufficient threat, as he is going to make a grapple check.
Oh boy.
Okay. It's trying to clinch me.
All right. Would you like to roll an opposed check to get out of there?
At least to not get grappled, yes. Absolutely. 5,
Alright.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Does not succeed. It does-
Sorry.
As you are held between his wings, and his entire body begins to glow.
Ah, damn it.
Until a very familiar sound, specifically to you, rings out. And his throat gets torn open.
Oh,
It
neat.
is
I didn't actually
sound-
have to have my shadow do the thing I had planned. Cool.
Was the sound of a gun.
Cool. By the way, fun fact, I was about to have my shadow interrupt and literally try and stab through Vane's own wing as a hidden part in order to try and get Dazer.
Fair.
That was my next move here.
Yeah. But
Because he grappled me, not the shadow.
Yeah, but you have reached round 10, which was the goal. You have survived. Congratulations, Vane.
So anyways, Vane isn't going to trust that, and he's going to do the thing anyway with trying to have the shadow... Because he saw this bastard reconstitute once, he wants the head ripped off.
Yep, fair enough. with its action interrupted and noticeably the searing also burning, the shadow will launch itself forward, wrap around, and now here's the curious part. You could almost swear you saw a pair of eyes on that shadow.
Cool. So do you want me to roll damage? Because,
Go ahead.
Cool. Anyway, so the reason the shadow wasn't sprinting is because I've been having it stack up its, attack buff.
Yep.
Does it have to roll accuracy on this?
It does not.
It does not? Cool. So starts off there. Oh, hey, that's a familiar roll. I had 12 more damage.
That will be sufficient to finish rending the head off of this Togekiss as the shadow all but flies backwards with it.
Cool.
And
It's a little bit more damage because I had it use boost because it can, but it doesn't matter.
a Garchomp is approaching you with very heavy footsteps, and a cigar with a familiar smoke puffing out.
Okay, well, technically one person that kind of fits that description, so is it anyone he knows?
Is not someone that you can directly recognize, in that you have only seen them as a previous form before.
Okay, cool.
But the coloration seems to match. As he grumbles, "You zealots never change. Hypocrite." Smiling. Promoting your god with a view of the rainbow. You're sick poisons. I wanted you to suffer longer, but I guess that wasn't really up to me. As he's going to offer Vane a hand, you look like hell.
Yeah, speaking about that, How much am I actually missing here? I'd check myself, but it's
He's
kind
going
of
to
hard
do
to
a-
look at this point.
He's going to do a quick count and say like, well, I don't see a left eye, and I think, either your legs folded or that's a stump.
Well, considering I can't feel it, I'm going to guess stump.
Also, you're kind of glowing. Probably a lot of fairy energy on you right now.
Well, good shot. Thanks for the help there.
Vane, your shadow is going to approach you, and it's actually looks interested in the Togekiss, but is repressing that as it's trying to reach towards you and try and like wipe away the fairy energy, but something's going wrong, and you see small dust falling to the ground.
Yeah, maybe don't touch that. Don't. Just trust me, do not touch that. It's really not good for you.
Vane, roll me a persuasion check right now.
Something that Vane doesn't have. But hey. 1, 2, 3. I usually have him use instinct with the shadow. With this kind of stuff, so,
I'll... Hey. It's going to reel back and launch itself on top of you, wrapping around you wholesale like a set of bandages. And you don't feel that creeping forced happiness any longer, but that's probably not good for it.
no, definitely not. And, because I was taking into account with how Vane was acting. Vane is gonna sigh a bit again, and then just look back at the Garchomp and go, by the way, I would recommend against trying to touch me. I
What the
appreciate the
fuck?
gesture.
As he
But-
looks very surprised all of a sudden.
If you
But
try and
not at
touch
the
me, the
shadow,
shadow's going to
he's-
try and rip off your hand, so don't.
No, he's looking at your face. Okay. That's new. I mean, good. Vane, you can see out of your left eye again.
Vane is gonna blink a bit, and then he's gonna sigh again. He's doing a lot of sighing right now. And he's gonna, like... Is his shadow still clinging onto him?
No, it's a little goopy right now, actually.
Vane
It's kinda
is
like
just...
falling off in like oil. It's kind of...
Yeah, Vane is just gonna look at the shadow and go, I know you were trying to help, but listen to me when I say something. There's a reason I say it. And he's gonna check to see if his leg got fixed, too.
The leg is still missing.
Leg is still missing, okay. In that case, he's gonna look back up at the Garchomp, and he's gonna go, so I'm gonna be going back to the library now.
You need a hand or a bucket?
Well, I guess the shadow won't try and rip off your hand for touching me now, but... actually, there's another thing. As much as I would normally look for it myself, I feel like I should go get medical attention as fast as possible. And...
Fair enough. Let's get you to that library.
No, there's... You know what? If you feel like it, could you look for a pair of goggles around here? They're very important.
And I think we can end the session there.
Sure.
Sure thing.
Oh boy.
Boy.
All right. Well, thank
Fusion.
everybody for joining us today for Lost in Chaos Scar, as well as this Art Marten stream. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. You all keep this channel alive and going. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/ZGFGaming.
$5 Razim coins.
It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by picking up some merch over at zgfgaming.store, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or subscribing to us on YouTube as well as Streamloots. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And thank you for the tip, I know it's very much appreciated.